Hey, this is a boat doctor out here in a 190 searunner 2022. Beautiful boat, no porpoising, dry, smooth, stable. Look at that. You can't even rock this baby. The little 99 worked great, probably 6 miles an hour, 150, about 38 maybe, right? Maybe 38, 40. Set your gauge up roughly to get your speed, GPS and stuff. You're gonna have to go off the NEMA network, and or you can just use your GPS for speed. But I got your volts, your trim and all that, and there's a lot of other fine tunings you can get into settings and pages, and really easy to do. Okay, like I said, I went through the gauges with you. I'll turn on the live well, and I'll turn on the wipers I already did, horn I already did. Okay, so then back here, that's your fish box macerator. So then if you hit this one here, that pumps your fish box out. One down here is your wash down, this is your live well. But you gotta have that switch and the one up front working to get water coming into here. Shut that off, and that's your wash down, which I checked. Okay, we've got a little wind, we're going in there, so we better get this thing trimmed down. And then I get it to a certain height. Then you've got to make sure she's at neutral. Fire it up. There you go, put it in reverse. And let's back out of here. Trim it down a little bit more. That backs up good. Really good actually. Turn on your seacog valves. And then there's a friction lock there. You want to lock this motor out. And I got enough room, I think. Yep, sure do. Going to put that in there. Okay. Green light's on, that's good. Then you can go up here. Steer the boat without a tie bar. Plus you can go back there and just run the tiller if you wanted to. How do you like them apples? Then you can turn that live well off. Nice boat, I like it. Little 19 footers all around, good boat. Want to mooch in the jetty, go on the outside a little bit. Weather permitting, bay, rivers, lakes, ski, you got it. Quick on planing. So there's that motor. Then you come back here. Set this thing down. Just actually, I always normally put it out of gear so you don't forget. And then shut that off, trim her up. And then you come up here, it's fuel injected. Make sure she's all the way into here. Turn the key, fire it up, put it in reverse. On the gauge coming on. Backing on up, and I got one more to do. I think I can do it. Still kind of a little slow. I get real weak and tired, so if I don't make sense, that's probably why. Okay. So then you just bump it in here. Now what I'm going to try here, I got this thing in gear. All right, then you got your troll. The gauge is taking a little while to load up. You got to hold that there. Beep. See how the RPM's going up? It's about 900 to 1,000. Go the other way. And it, that means you're down, up, 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 up. When it goes beep beep, that means you're tapped out on the, and then when you go all the way down, see how it's letting you go down? Then it goes beep beep, that means you're all the way down. Now you just hit the throttle and you're good to go. Then pages hit out of there, go through here. You got your gallons per hour, you got your tachometer here, you got your fuel here, you got your trim right there, or you can go to this gauge right here. You got volts, you got water temp, you got engine hours, you got trim. See if I trim this up, your percentage. And they trim right here again. Water temperature's right over here. Then you can go again, and then you get fuel remaining 59.6, so they must have filled this thing up. tachometer, and you can add to these gauges, and this is gallon per hour in a tach. Okay, so we're going to get over here, we're going to hit it, make sure she trimmed down, and you can look at your gauge. 1001, 1002, 1003. The 3 second, that's good. Very quiet boat. Can't hear no water noise in here. Very stable, don't need trim tabs. So that's kind of like a plane. Right here, I'm going to trim it up. It's just on the verge of hitting the rev limiter when I trim up full throttle. I would probably leave it until you load it up. Then if you needed to, jump up to a 1750 watt. So there's a good cruising speed. And I'm going to bring my trim up. Got real quiet, real smooth, good handling, steers good. See how it's kicked into the rev limiter there? So I'm up to about 6, and I'm barely, you know, almost to that trim mark. So I could go here if I wanted to. Trim it up about halfway. That's where you get, there you go. That's where you get your peak speed. And then I watch my tach. See, I'm getting it right there. So you can either leave this or go up to a 17 pitch, depending on your elevation. No GPS fix, we know that. So I think I would leave it alone because I can trim down. See, it's hit. I'd probably do a 17 pitch. It was me. All right, this is the boat, Doctor. Beautiful boat. Very quiet, very smooth, love it. Now you got a winter chicken dinner.